Cause hello, it's Tyler's Tarot in the house. And I'm here to do the message for the brokenhearted today. Hey, hey. So we're gonna do, this was a major hit and people loved it. And since I can't sleep, since I can't really, I can't sleep. So I thought, okay, let's do a message for the brokenhearted, which was a big, huge hit when I did it the last time. So let's do it again. Hey, y'all. All right. So, what is the messages that you have for the brokenhearted folks out there in regards to love? For the brokenhearted folks and love, what can you tell me? First card is what's going on with them right now. Second card is the next step they need to take or will take, and then the most likely outcome for the message for the brokenhearted, please. Okay. Some of you basically may have been, someone may have closed or shut you out of their life, or you shut someone out of your life. All right. Some of you, it's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, could be any sign for that matter. The signs don't matter, but I say it for the sake of the video. Someone may have cut you out, brokenhearted folks. You also may have cut someone out and you're not being open to them, or vice versa. That could be what they're doing to you. So let's get 3 cards and let's see what the messages are for the brokenhearted folks. All right, here we go. 2 more shuffles is what I got. So let's see. Okay. All right. Let's see. Jesus. Okay, here we go. So where you're at right now. Okay, where you're at right now is the Moon card. So some of you are in a period of depression, a period of feeling like you're not being told everything. So some of you were in a period of depression, all right? You're not really expressing how you feel to folks. You're just basically being kind of in a period of seclusion, period of darkness. So you really are having a dark point in your life, basically, is what it's telling me. And your next step should be the 2 of Swords upright, or your next, or what you're going to do next. So I'm seeing you I'm seeing some of you basically go into a period of like, or you're going to ignore someone. Someone also could be ignoring you or kind of keeping you in the dark or indecisive about you. So the next step that someone may take is basically there's going to be a lot of indecision that's going to happen. So you're going to notice in the near future that someone may be ignoring you or ignoring a decision about you, kind of keeping you in the dark about things. All right, for some of you, all right, is what it's telling me. Some of you are in a period of it looks kind of like you're kind of down about things. You feel like you don't know all there is to know about a person. There could be secrets that are being kept. Some of you know of deception or secrecy surrounding someone, all right? And your next step, you may start ignoring this person. They also could be starting to ignore you. Where, yeah, somebody definitely is ignoring a decision. So the most likely outcome is the 2 of Wands in reverse. So this is telling me that the most likely outcome is indecision will be a big part of your life, whether indecision on your behalf or theirs. I feel like you're going to be feeling stuck to a situation for a lot of you, all right? Some of you feel like there's secrets being kept, or feel like within your home situation, or feeling like things are just, you're in the dark about things, basically, is what it's telling me, all right? With the 4 of Wands here, it's like you want that stability in your life. You want that stability. Some of you want relationships, or you want stability within relationships, whatever the relationships are, is what it's telling me, all right? But it's like there's secrecy, or you feel like there's secrecy or things surrounding you, all right? So your message really would be, yeah, see, so going into the near future, you're going to notice that basically either you're remaining indecisive about a commitment, a contract, a commitment of some sort. Some of you, it's a marriage or a breakup or whatever it may be, or someone's being indecisive about you, all right? This has turned into more of a damn reading than an actual message for the brokenhearted, because it's not really giving me much advice. It's just telling me things that may be going on within your lives. so anyways, so I'm seeing someone being decisive going into the near future, and due to this indecision, thank you, Delvine, I appreciate that. Due to this indecision, due to the someone ignoring you, you're ignoring them, it may lead to a point where there's no commitment between you two, or no stability, all right? And for some of you are dealing with a divorce situation, or a situation where there is no stable commitment or stable foundation you have. Yeah, the most likely outcome I'm seeing, and all I'm seeing here is that where it's most likely going to end up for a lot of you is where it's going to be someone's going to be very indecisive. They're not giving you a choice. They're not giving you a decision. All right, is what it's telling me. Some of you are waiting for a decision. Someone also could be waiting on a decision from you. All right, is what it's telling me. Can you give me more advice about people that are brokenhearted? That doesn't tell me nothing. That just tells me. Okay, let's see. All right, here we go. What about those people that are dealing with breakups? This person was a soulmate because I have 2 of Cups upright. So some of you are definitely dealing with a soulmate energy where at one point it was very strong. Some of you are having issues letting this soulmate energy go, which is understandable. Although I don't like to really go with the whole, I don't really like to go with the whole soulmate storylines, but soulmates are a possibility. I don't know. I don't know. When I die and go to the heaven's gates, I'll ask God himself, is there such thing as soulmates? All right. Until then, we just have to assume, we'll just have to, you know. All right. Okay. Wow. Okay. So some of you, what I'm seeing here is some of you are not giving a second chance to a person. They also may not be giving you a second chance. All right. So I feel like, honestly, some of you were involved, and I hate to say it, but I keep saying this is a common storyline within the tarot community, and it really is very prominent in these readings, especially when you're reading for the collective, of course. Some of you are giving up on a situation. I feel like some of you want to reunite with someone. You want to work together with this person, but either they're not giving you a second chance, or you were not giving them a second chance. And it could be because someone you were dealing with had narcissistic, deceptive energy, basically is what it's telling me. Yeah, someone definitely will remain emotionally unavailable and not grant a second chance. So it could be you not granting this person a second chance. Somebody's a water sign or an air sign, or they're not giving you a second chance, all right? Be aware that if you do give something a second chance, for a lot of you, there may be another person involved with that 3 of Cups being there. There may be another person that's in the equation, all right? So maybe it's best not to give this a second chance. Maybe it's best not to let this try to rekindle this, because I guarantee you there's probably another person involved, all right, is what's telling me. There's a lot of deceptive. This person from your past is definitely someone who detaches from you, kind of cold towards you. And for some of you, there is a possibility to reunite with this person or to really try to work together with it, but I guarantee you there is another person involved for a lot of you. Why is this 3 of Cups here, please? I'm going to ask the cards, what's your best course of action? That way you can heal, all right? So here we go. Yeah, so some of you are drained by this lover's triangle situation, all right? It's not your wish. Whose wish would it be to have a lover's triangle, right? Am I right or am I right? Unless you like the whole sister wives way of living, unless you like to have a man that has 2 or 3 wives and you're walking around, you know, in the desert somewhere with being a sister wife. Just what I'm saying. Like, unless, I mean, I'm just saying. so like, who would want a third party situation going on, right? Let's see. But I do feel like some of you are drained by this situation. I'm saying some of you want to back down on this. If you are not aware that someone has a third party, it's very quite possible that they do. All right? That's what it's telling me. And some of you, your best course of action is to not give this a second chance. Maybe it's your best course of action to remain emotionally unavailable from this person or the situation, because I feel like if you give it a second chance, I feel like if the second chance happens between you two, yes, you had memories with this person. Some of them were good, some of them were bad. We get it. There could be another person involved, and I really do see that a lot in this, all right? So what is the best course of action for the brokenhearted folks? What is the best course of action? Remember, keep in mind, this is an advice spread. It's not much of a spy spread, but you may spy on them too. You can spy on people with tarot cards. Believe me, I do all the time. But basically, your advice is to basically probably remain emotionally unavailable toward this person and not give it a second chance. But what is the best course of action for the people that are brokenhearted in this room? All right. First card is the best course of action. Second card is if the person were to come back, what could it lead to? Third card is if they just moved on, what could it lead to? All right. Okay. Okay, so your best course of action is, yeah, like I said, your best course of action. See this 4 of Cups? Yeah, that lady or that man is being offered that cup. Your best course of action is to, first of all, don't offer shit, period. All right? Don't be a desperate ass person by offering someone something that's, first of all, not, it doesn't have your best interest at heart, for one. I'm gonna keep it totally real with you, all right? And I hate to go from 0 to 100, but let's just keep it real, folks. Your best course of action is, I just said this, to remain emotionally unavailable, or to not accept any offers from this person. And your best course of action is to remain detached from the situation, all right? And I'm not gonna keep saying this over and over again, but then again I will, because pretty much every reading's got the same damn thing usually. So, all right, here we go. So, okay, so, wow. So what would happen if you kept on dealing with the situation? I'm seeing it may get to a point where there is an equal give and take between you two. Honestly, I'm saying that it could lead to a point where it does get equal, or it needs to be equal. But if you decided to move on from this situation, it could lead to the 7 of Cups. So once you decide to move on from this person, you're going to notice that more options come in your love life. All right, you're gonna notice that there's gonna be way more opportunities outside of this dick hole that you're dealing with, or this pussy hole, whoever you're dealing with, dick or some of you like wiener, some of you like coochie. You get the scenario, all right? So if you were to keep in mind, I asked the third card to be, if you were to move on from this person, other options would open up. You know how that saying is, basically. You know how the saying says that if you once one door closes, then other or what's it? Sorry, once one window closes, what's that saying? Jesus, y'all. If one door closes, others open, right? So if you were to keep going on without this person, which was the question that I asked originally, you'd notice that more opportunities come in. More opportunities. You'd have way more. If you continue with the person from your past, or the person that you're dealing with, that you're heartbroken over, this person, there will be an equal give and take at some point. We're going to clarify it and see. Your best course of action is to be a boss about things and not accept anything that doesn't serve you emotionally. All right, that's your best case scenario. Some of you need to reject this person, or basically don't offer this person anything. That's what I gotta tell you. Honestly, that's what I gotta tell you. If you continue with this person, you're gonna eventually end up releasing yourself from this situation. All right, because it could be a lack of equal give and take between you two. If you continue to the Yeah, so if I see, if you continue without this person, I see you taking a break from them, and other opportunities in love will start presenting themselves to you. So you're gonna have a lot of more opportunities. All right, probably better opportunities, but choose well. All right, is what it's telling me. Does this make sense to y'all? Does this make sense? Okay. All right. Good. I'm not dealing with anyone in love, so I'm just usually, like, when I'm doing these readings, there is no biasness on my behalf. There is no bias on my behalf. So it's truly coming from a very channeled source, I can guarantee you. So, all right, here we go. Let's see. This is the messages for the brokenhearted. Hey, Lena. All right. All right, so what is first card is what they're leaving behind, is what my subscribers are leaving behind. Second card is what they're going to be doing in their love lives in the future. Third card is the most likely outcome. Thank you, Vegeta K. Appreciate that. Will give me $10,000 for a shout out. You're funny. My shout outs are not worth that much. They're really not. All right, here we go. So I'm constantly always thinking of new spreads I can incorporate. So what you're leaving behind is the 7 of Cups. So you may be leaving behind a situation, subscribers, that is confusing you, or that has you in the air. Some of you may be leaving behind someone who has many options. And some of you are leaving behind a lot of options. So some of you may have options, you're just leaving them behind, or not what you want, apparently. But for some of you, you're leaving a situation behind that confuses you, that always has you in the air, that you never know where you stand in a situation. All right, is what it's telling me. What you're going to be doing in the future. Yeah, so some of you in the future, I do see some of you marrying someone eventually. You know, I do see some of you committing to someone eventually. All right. So some of you are leaving behind a situation that confuses you emotionally. Some of you are leaving behind a situation where and some of you are eventually going to, like, settle on one person, and you're going to have a marriage or commitment with that person, for some of you. All right. But for a lot of you, you're leaving behind someone who has many options. That's for some of you. All right, is what it's telling me. All right. Yeah, some of you are leaving behind a situation that hurt you emotionally. You could have been dealing with someone who had many options or had other things going on that didn't really leave them. They basically didn't give you a lot of attention, basically, is what it's telling me. Yeah, going into the near future, I'm seeing some of you have stability with someone, but they may be very immature emotionally or immature. And thank you for the 22.99, Catherine. What's the Queen of Wands reverse there for, please? But I'm seeing some of you really not really move forward in love or having a lack of forward movement in love with another person. Some of it's Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Some of you do have marriage potentials coming in. Yeah, someone from you. Some of you may get back with this person from your past, honestly, is what I'm seeing. You may leave it behind temporarily, but I see a possible return for a lot of you, and some of you possibly will end up committing to this person, all right? But Bill, I always say, if they were one way before, you don't change overnight, period. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. I'm trying to say, all right? Some of you, this person will return, and if they're already in your life, I see things improving possibly, but someone here is still lacking that mojo. So, Queen of Wands reverse, why is this here? Three of Wands reverse, and some of you may turn your back. See, this can go many ways. Not every subscriber of mine is going to go to the same thing. Some of you may get back, some of you may not. Some of you will get back with this person, but eventually turn your back. So it can go many different ways. That's why a personal reading, you should always get a personal reading to tell the exact outcome. Believe me, I can read your energy 3 or 4 months ahead. I read for a lot of folks that come back and say, oh my God. I read for people in my personal life. They go, oh my God, Tyler, everything you said came true. So, but I don't do personal readings. I'm just saying I advise you to get one if you want a specific reason. See, general readings are good if you just need a quick answer to things, or if you need just a quick guidance, you know. But where a personal reading comes in is when you need a specific outcome for a specific person. Like you want to know the ins, the outs, the good, the bad, the ugly, whatnot. All right, you know. Yeah, tarot readings are good for guidance too. But I honestly thought when I first started tarot, when I first started to read them myself, and once I began to know the meanings, I watched a lot of tarot videos before Tyler's Tarot was even started. A lot of tarot things, tarot channels. And I'm not afraid to admit that. Everybody has to start somewhere. And I also read a lot of books. At first, I thought they were just for guidance. I thought they were just to guide you. But then I started realizing they were predicting future events. And I'm like, how is that possible? Because I would read before I would go to work, and the cards would predict exactly what would happen throughout the day to a T. And it just shocked the shit out of me how spot on they were. How the hell are these things predicting future events? And I was like, oh, it's just not just for guidance. They actually really do predict future events. And I always find it so funny when people say, oh, no, they're just for guidance, or they don't really work. They just basically pick up on what's going on right now. I have been proved otherwise. So, you know. All right, y'all. Well, that's your message for the brokenhearted. Hopefully it resonates with some of you. I had to get something. That was a really, it wasn't as, it was a little scattered, but that's okay. You know. And they creep me the fuck out. These cards, they creep me the hell out. They're creepy. And for a person that was skeptical of them at one point, they did creep me out how really freaking spot on accurate they are. Thank you, Larlena. Sorry, thank you. Yeah, I don't do personal readings anymore, but I'm just saying basically, I don't do personal readings anymore. They just don't fulfill me. Not that it's supposed to fulfill me, but they just don't rock my boat, basically. Well, thank you, Everly. I appreciate that. And with that being said, y'all, I gotta get going. Actually, let me do one more. Let me try this spread. Let me try one more thing. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to, the first card is what you're doing right now. And then the second card is at the bottom of the deck is why it's all happening. So the bottom card is why it's all happening. Second card is what's going on right now. Bottom card is why it's all happening. So here you go. So what's going on right now is the King of Pentacles, and why it's all happening is the Nine of Swords. So some of you, it's money things could be causing you a lot of anxiety as well. All right, or it could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn individual, or a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius individual. All right, so some of you are having a lot of anxiety over someone. Could be a businesswoman, businessman. You're having a lot of anxiety over someone. All right, this could be someone you want stability with. Some of it's a Virgo, but some of you, this person may come back around to you, or if they were isolated from you, they're definitely going to come out of that period of isolation and possibly offer you some type of stable opportunity or stable, some of it's a job offer as well, or it could be a commitment offer as well. Could be either, and it's causing you a lot of anxiety, is what it's telling me. Some of you, it's money concerns as well, like I said. Could be anything. Let me see what's behind that. This person may want some attention from you, or they feel like they don't have attention from you, or they're not getting that attention from you. All right, but if you had this is someone you definitely didn't have success with in the past. This person may have isolated themselves from you or went into a period of isolation. But I do see this person coming back around and being more stable with you. But it causes you a lot. But it causes y'all a lot of anxiety, or it causes you a lot of sleepless nights and worries. This whole situation. All right. So for my subscribers that are dealing with a fire sign, how does this fire sign feel about my subscribers? How does this fire sign feel about my subscribers? Thank you, Lindsay, coming. How does this fire sign feel about my subscribers? So they feel like there's a lot of instability between you two. They felt like things were rocky. Things were not getting to a point of stability, or not at a point of stability, is what it's telling me in the Ten of Wands. So they feel very burdened by you. So keep in mind, I'm trying this new spread out. What's my own? I made this up. They're very burdened by you, and there was a lot of instability between you and them. So they feel, they obviously know the situation is rocky between you two. They may feel like you're a bitch, or that you're a real bastard, or basically they may feel like you have spiteful ways as well, or they may feel like basically they want to cut this situation out because it's very unstable, and it's basically burdening them. It's giving them, you feel like a burden, as opposed to, so it's like opposed to basically feeling like you're, helping them out. They feel like you're a burden, if anything, honestly. And they could see you as a bitchy type or a bastard-like type. All right, is what it's telling me. All right, so for the ones that are dealing with a all right, for the ones that are dealing with a air sign, what can they expect? For the ones that are dealing with the air signs, how does this air sign feel about my subscribers, please? How does this air sign feel about my subscribers, please? All right. This air sign, if you're dealing with an air sign, subscribers, the Fool in reverse. This air sign is afraid to take a giant leap of faith with you. They're afraid to jump into this. They may feel like it's a foolish idea to take a risk with you. All right. They may feel like they just don't have that. They don't have the guts to jump into this, or they don't want to take that risk. They feel like it may be a foolish move. All right. They also may feel like you are a fool, that you are impulsive and crazy, basically. with the Lovers in reverse, this could be a, well, wait, I'm reading for, okay, so this is one dealing with an air sign. Somebody says a Gemini as well. We are. This person basically doesn't feel like the union is there anymore. The connection has lost its signal, basically, is what it's between you and them. And they're afraid to take this giant leap of faith with you. They're afraid to take this risk with you, all right? Is what it's telling me. They may feel like it's a foolish move. They're going to move forward with or without you, is what it's telling me. They're going to move forward with or without you, all right? Okay. So let's see what's going on. What about the ones that are done with a water sign? How does this water sign feel about my subscribers? How does this water sign feel about my subscribers? How does this water sign feel about my subscribers, please? All right. This water sign, y'all, is tired of investing time into you. All right. They're tired of investing time into you. Uh, they were addicted to you very strongly in the past. All right. They had a very strong toxic tie to you. Toxic ties is what it's telling me. The devil in reverse is telling me that this per water sign subscribers was once addicted to this situation. They may have had actual addictions, or could have been addictions. They don't have to be. This person is wanting to get out of this because they feel like it's taking control of their life, basically, or they had control over their whole life. All right, with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, they're not wanting to invest time into this with you anymore. They also may feel like they've waited for absolutely nothing. All right, or that they've invested time into you for nothing, and it didn't really give them any fruit of their labor, basically, is what it's telling me. All right, so let's go with the earth signs. How does this earth sign feel about my subscribers, please? How does this earth sign feel about my subscribers? All right, earth signs. How this person feels. Ooh, the devil again. Look at that. So this earth sign, y'all, is like just like water signs, kind of, but earth sign. This earth sign subscribers felt like you were a toxic individual. They felt like this whole situation had control over their whole lives. They really felt like it had a real big tie. They had a real big ties to you. All right, it was very life controlling for them. It was a really toxic, deep connection they had with you. All right, and I feel like this person does not want to give this a second chance. They don't want this situation to repeat because they're afraid that that toxicity will take it over again or take them over again, is what it's telling me. So this person had a really deep, dark soul ties to you, and they basically are not wanting to repeat this again or give it a second chance. All right, is what it's telling me. So with that being said, that's how they feel about you. And some of you, they're avoiding you as well. All right, or trying to avoid you. All right, with that being said, y'all have a good one. Y'all have a good one. So y'all have a good one. Be sure to comment and tell me how y'all liked all these spreads. Tell me which ones were your favorites, so on and so forth. Y'all have a good one, all right? Thank you all for your feedback.